Good morning. Madison's sheets got rained on last night, and we're making breakfast below.
Anoche se puso perfecta pa' un par de locuras. Contigo las pelis son chismes, pero no nos duran.
Okay, breakfast is done, and now we are off to pick up our rental car. There's our taxi.
Más que a mí, bailemos suave. Que pa' disfrutarlo es la clave.
Okay, we're trying to figure out which rental company it is. They didn't put it on the paperwork. Okay, they were really helpful, told us where to go, so we're gonna walk a bit, and it's right down this way. Okay, we were not able to get our rental car.
No, why?
Kind of a stressful experience. We did it on rental.com, and I guess rental.com is owned by booking.com, which I usually hate to use those like huge companies because you never really get to talk to anybody and they don't know how to handle each situation. But what we had to do is we had to cancel the reservation, then make it again. It's costing us about $35 more with everything. Plus it takes like 5 days for the money to go back into the account. But hopefully it will all work out. We got to walk about 10 minutes to go to this other place. And the main issue is we didn't have the hard copy of James's passport with us, just the photo. He had his driver's license, but you have to have 4 different things here. Your passport, driver's license, a credit card with your name on it, and then obviously the individual has to be present. So we're having a hard time getting all those things together. Okay, we've gotten everything worked out. My mom's bringing a taxi down here. We put the reservation in her name, and they're letting James be added as a secondary driver. So we have a little bit of kill time because we're waiting for her to get here. So we're gonna walk down to McDonald's, it's just down the street, and get us maybe a Coke. This was a much longer walk than it looked. We didn't really arrive this fast. Wasn't that bad though. Okay, we are good to go. We're going out to our car.
Solo un rayo del sol cambia el tiempo en el reloj.
Let's see how the inside looks.
Perdón, pago por el show.
This is a lot of space. It's a big car. Okay, we just got to the Mercadona. We have a few things we need to pick up to add to our list. And then we are going to be dropping me and Beth off at the boat to do school while we go exploring.
Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar.
Cheese trays for lunch. We're gonna go do our drive here in just a minute. We finished our lunch and now gonna go see what's out there in Menorca. Supposedly some really cool archaeological finds you have found.
Yes, but I don't know how I stumbled across this website, but a bunch of different stuff from like the 1st and 2nd century, 1500.
I don't know, we're gonna go figure out all this stuff, but it has a lot of different cool spots. Be careful.
I look scary, don't I?
Oh, Gorka just steps over it. See? Come on, James. You got the keys.
I got the keys to the city. The key from the counter, but nope.
Okay, he doesn't have the keys. He's got to get it.
Arranqué, me siento feliz porque vivo mi vida centrado. Te burlaste de mí, se acabó. Trata de festejar, celebrar.
This is really cool. It's like one of the oldest things I think I've ever seen. These look like coral on the rocks. Time to head off to the next place. Okay, James, what's this next place called?
Gorka?
Talayotic. But it's supposed to resemble what you can go see at Stonehenge. So we'll see what it looks like. But that'd be cool if Menorca has something like that people could come see. Okay, this one is 40 euros. It looks really cool. 40 euros a person. You go into this cave and then there's like houses and all this stuff to see. So I think if we're gonna spend that kind of money to see this, we would like to come when the kids can all come. So we'll maybe do this tomorrow. Okay, we just arrived to our next destination. This is the Torre de Gama.
Se puso intenso, sácalo salvaje, como te quiero.
This kind of reminds me of Stonehenge. They had something like this to keep you out of it, but other than that, you could get fairly close. So you see it like this, but if we were looking from above, it looks like this. Okay, so the last place we saw was like a burial and a tower. And this is actually a community of housing, like a village that people lived in.
Solo un rayo del sol cambia el tiempo en el reloj. Hoy mis deudas reciben perdón. Pago por el show.
Polaris, 431 light years
In that direction.
that way. How cool is that? Oh wow. This one you can actually go up in. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. They like found flat rocks and made walls.
We should have seen this.
What do you think this is?
To drink.
Water?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, there's something here. Maybe it was a spigot.
That's where it overflowed.
And look at how it went around. And that one that we saw in the middle that was flat used to look like that. And then there's the tower behind it. The lookout tower. But remember, they also use them as burials. This is very interesting. So this one does look like a little house because it's kind of got room dividers. And then there's an actual cave. We're just walking around on this island in Menorca and look at all of the heritage you can see and all this ancient artifacts. It's so cool. Okay, this is gonna be awesome.
Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan, quiero un carro que corra más. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe.
So we're gonna head to the next spot, but just to give you an idea, this is only half of this park. There's a whole other section, and if we had more time, we would stay longer, but my parents already headed back. It was kind of a walking, but not too much, and there's some great stuff to see if you just do half of it. There's 2 different sections, so just whatever you're up to. There's great stuff to see here though, for sure. So this is like the entry, and we were like trying to figure out how they put their roofs on these houses. But maybe they don't actually have roofs. Maybe they're just little fences. And then you go down into your homes. And maybe up here is where they kept their livestock. See, here's another tunnel here. But they're filled in quite a bit. I mean, these are very, very old. I've always liked the idea of cave houses because of how easy and efficient they are with electricity, HVAC and everything. So caves like cheaper to heat and cool. Also, you're not killing a bunch of trees and forests to create a home as well. Okay, we gotta jump out. These roads are so hard to maneuver through, and there's very little parking. But there's the pharmacy, and that's what we need to find. We have arrived back at the boat, and now we're gonna get dinner going. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!